Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with California Dreaming, the 1974-75 California Golden Seals. Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Us, Part 18. Jeff, we are 2 Stanley Cups deep in our run here with our good-looking California Golden Seals team, but the future isn't looking too bright because, well, our time is running
A
out.
couple of years. But what is looking bright is that lovely shade of teal that we now have on the title screen and on the uniforms as well.
I mean, honestly, I kind of dig it.
Yeah, we won the Stanley Cup, so we completely changed the uniforms.
Yeah. I mean, it's where, goes on to basically help get San Jose. Since our last picked up, we've moved to September 1st, just recapping a few things. So I'm going to go to the transaction log. Since we left off, we ended off on the draft. Jeff had put a couple contracts out for guys to sign, including we needed a 4th goalie. Excuse me. And as well as Dave Lumley. I since went on and also added a few more depth defensemen because I realized our depth chart was actually really skinny. And so we brought on Dan O'Donohue and Don McCullough, as well as adding another forward in Bruce Grieg.
Yeah. I remember now why our depth chart is so thin, because we got really picked over during the expansion draft.
So we started on the depth chart, just taking a look there. So yeah, we're just looking for guys kind of on the bottom. Actually, probably should send McCullough down anyways.
And we did lose our captain, Bill Goldsworthy, sort of voluntarily to Kansas City in the expansion draft.
Yeah.
We're having a few issues with him between him and other players, so let him go.
Yeah.
Named John Pronovost the captain, and
yes,
we'll hopefully have a calmer team this year.
So I did also re-sign Pronovo because he was an unrestricted, as well as... Who else did I sign? Lars-Erik Soderberg. And we still have a few more guys, so I'm going to guess we want Denny Huron re-signed.
Yeah, Jim Watson too, Jacques Lemaire for sure.
Which means they'll be here for the entire Seals run. And yeah, Watson. I don't know if anyone else is really jumping out being like, yes, we have to sign them. Anybody else jumping out saying yes? Maybe Lars Gunnar Lundberg.
Just because the defense situation was so thin, better re-sign Bob Lorimer too.
Oh, we can't sign Lars. Bob Lorimer. We are getting some no's from guys, so we could sign Brian Leffley too.
Yeah, why not?
I only wants 11,000. That's fine. So yeah, just cleaning up a few things. We're gonna just increase our team morale here a bit as we're getting to games. Oh, it's actually the 74 Summit Series, which is, Jeff?
The WHA versus the Soviets this time, which did not go quite as well for Canada as the original Summit Series. And this one's probably going to be even uglier because the WHA is missing Howe and Hull. Cheevers and Hull.
Yeah.
Speaking of Howe, did he retire? No, he didn't retire. He's still going, 46.
I mean, he's still got a couple decades left. All right, so we're getting here quickly through September, and okay, Bob Murdoch for 21-year-old Capitals defenseman Lars Lindgren.
I gotta take him. No question. Lindgren? Yeah, it's a Canuck.
Let's see. Lindgren has a tendency to get a little overconfident. Yeah, that seems about right. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we did have him at one point.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
He was one of the expansion draft losses.
Was he? Okay, yeah. I
But
don't.
he is quite a bit younger.
Yeah, I don't mind having him. So Murdoch, we're okay getting rid of Murdoch to bring back Lars Lundgren.
Sure.
Lindgren, I guess I said Lundgren. All right, we'll do that. So long, Bob Murdoch. Hello, Lars.
Well, again.
And he wants number 13. He can absolutely have number 13.
You also mentioned there's a divisional realignment this year.
Let's take a look at
The
that.
divisions at this point aren't, the playoffs aren't, wait, oh no, they are divisionally based for it in the I can't remember. Now I got to think.
Right. How are we with Buffalo, Toronto, and Boston?
Yeah, the geographical placement did not make a lot of sense in some cases. And
like Smith,
the North
Division, I get. Patrick.
The North Division has LA, Washington, Pittsburgh, and Detroit in the same division.
Yeah, that's interesting. All right. Well, that'll make things more fun anyways. Man, the Summit Series starts today. Let's take a look at what Canada looks like. Okay, so they have Michelle Larocque in net with our old friend Roy Edwards. Oh.
Okay. Ron Greshner, we drafted, so we own the rights to him, and we'll probably get him. Well, we would get him back when the WHA folds, except we won't exist at that point.
Yeah, not the worst team I've ever seen, but certainly not a. Oh.
Yeah, fairly young. Some veterans.
Was it weird?
What?
Oh, one of my screens just randomly turned off. We good? As I'm
still there.
I'm just waiting to see if it came back on. All right, that's odd. Yeah, I mean,
but then compare them to the Russians and the Soviets and
little bit better. Trechak in net. Well, this is pretty much
still a little young at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, 72 team basically.
A few changes, but some of the older guys are gone.
Well, Helmut Balderas is on that team.
Yeah, the lone non-Russian, Latvian.
Oh. But yes, a very quality team with maybe a little bit of weakness on defense. All right. And okay. So we need to build out our team here. Oh, we have 19 guys dressed. Lindgren would be our 7th defenseman. Okay, that's not actually that bad.
Yeah, you may also be able to pick somebody up on waivers or.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I was.
Start of the season, yeah.
Looking. Okay, I guess we don't really have a lot to do here. Everything's still kind of intact from our championship run, so. Let's kick off the season versus the Rangers.
Exhibition season, at least.
5-2 win to start. 34 shots to 33. Ooh. I guess the Rangers did give us lots of trouble last year. That's a solid defensive game rating from the D. Orner Gunn has made a request. Acquire some chemistry. Okay.
So, chemistry for whom?
Jean Pronovo. Oh, man. Are we going to have to trade for a captain again? I feel like we're going to have to trade for a cat. Okay. Who's Pronovo got?
His brothers who are retired.
Jacques
And
Lemaire, Ron Buchanan, Wayne Cashman.
it's not Goldsworthy. You know who it is again? It's Ron Buchanan again.
Oh,
The
man.
owner loves Ron Buchanan.
Or if we go for Wayne Cashman.
Oh, right. We traded him to Boston. So, yeah, guys we'd have to bring back. I mean, Buchanan would probably be significantly cheaper.
Okay, how badly does the owner want it? Low. It's low priority. And we actually have 2 years to do it.
So you could let Buchanan decline some until the Capitals are virtually giving him away.
Yeah, I think we don't rush that. We just kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. I was checking out.
Sure. We'll take care of it, boss, eventually.
Well, if we start running into center trouble or winger trouble, yeah.
I mean, it's not like you had a lot of center depth. You'd see if they'd take Milk Black and a draft pick for him, maybe.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't have any place to play him, so.
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't be with playing him in mind.
Okay, we do have everybody. Okay.
Checking the rolls, yeah.
Melange 4-2 win over Chicago. Pronovo's with his upgraded responsibilities seems to be starting off all right in the preseason. Game versus Vancouver just programmed us to lose.
And it's an exhibition game, so who cares?
Nope, 6-2 win. All right, Jeff, how are you feeling about the Canucks in current times, which is February 26, 2025?
Well, I mean, the signal that we sent by signing Lankin into a long-term deal means, I guess, Demko is...
Not looking super healthy?
Yeah, not super healthy, or they just figure he's too injury-prone, but it's,
That's a lot of money
for a coin toss, basically, if we make the playoffs.
How are you feeling about Pettersson?
He's going to do something, do it now. And if not, maybe it's time to make a move.
I'm just surprised. Ooh, Anders Hedberg got hurt day to day. Bruised ribs. All right, training camp development report. The thing we really want to see. Milt Black goes up. Anders Hedberg goes up. Lars Lindgren goes up. Willie Lindstrom goes up. Dave Lumley goes up a bunch, but he's still low, so we're going to send him down to the minors. Jim Melange, Larry Robinson, Salming's going up. Trache with a massive upgrade. Wow.
Yep, you can say he had a pretty good cap, I guess.
Yeah, that might be one of the biggest upgrades I've seen.
Yeah,
Breeze 837 says California Dreamers are dreaming about a Breeze. We're going to continue to dream. Yeah, Ron Greschner still developing in Minnesota.
The left wingers, so
declining. Season ticket numbers, we have sold, over 9,000 seats in our 13-6 arena.
Yeah, but owners are building a new arena in Cleveland, or rather out in the farm fields outside of Cleveland. So it doesn't matter how many we sell, we're moving. Well, in 2 seasons.
We don't know that yet. Breeze 837 says, I do have a question. How often will a player might develop during a season? Like, is development tracker change every season or whenever a player develops?
Yeah, it's monthly. There's a monthly check for development.
Or decrease in development.
Yeah.
Of course, you can use some of your bonuses to hit a little bit more. And game versus Philly, who gave us trouble last year too. 7-1 win. Trotier's got 2 goals. Trottier is going to be a huge ad for us, I think.
Oh, that's interesting. St. Louis traded Billy Smith. Oh, for Guido Point. Okay, yeah.
There you go. USSR beat Canada 8-1.
Ouch.
And Jim Cardiff gets moved to Vancouver for John Gofton. We could lose Ken Broderick or Brian Lefley, which wouldn't really be big losses.
Oh.
So Canada has lost 7 straight games to the USSR.
Outscored 32-7. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, not having the superstars on that WHA team is kind of hurting them.
Breeze 82 says, okay, so the first day of every new month, the development tracker might start showing something.
Yep.
Now, if you're playing historical game with recalculation on, then it won't.
Okay, yeah, there's a chance for a defenseman. What do we got here?
Wayne Thomas is available at goaltender, but we don't need him. Doug Grant. Top guys we see is Larry Hale, Bert Marshall, Dennis O'Brien, Tom Reed, Larry Johnson.
Marshall, O'Brien, and Reed are all decent. Roughly as good as Lindgren is now, so if you want to grab one of them and use him as a 7th instead.
I was looking. I don't mind that resort. It did resort. Why did that resort? We bring our old friend Skip Craik back. Not that we ever had him, but that name still cracks me up. Why is it all Minnesota guys? This is confusing. Big 6'3". Oh, you know what? He was a SEAL in real life. So, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Okay, Bert Marshall, yep, and eventually an Islander.
Man, that's got to hurt. Leaves the Islanders right before they go on their Stanley Cup runs.
He was pretty mad. He retired at that point.
I put a claim.
He didn't have much left.
On Bert. Because it's good to have a Bert anyways.
I just have to find an Ernie.
All right. Search. Ernie. No, that's Bernie. Ernie Wake. Well, we could bring back Ernie Wakely.
Ernie Hick. And Ernie Moser. Ernie Miller. Nobody that you really want to have.
No, Ernie Hickey would be okay. Is Ernie Hickey related to Bill?
Yeah, they're brothers.
Okay. Smelly Wrestling Geek says, something I'd like to see in the future is the ability to save ice time settings as well as tactic settings.
Yeah, I could take a look at that.
I thought you could save some. No.
I can't remember if the line settings will save the ice time or not.
Bert Marshall has been claimed by California. All right. All right, season preview. Before I hit it, Jeff, do you think we have any chance of being named something?
Milosh will probably be in the top goalies, and we should be a favorite.
I would hope so. We appear to be a Stanley Cup favorite. And
Salming
no goalie,
is now one of the top 3.
Yeah, Salming is top defenseman. Bert Marshall wants 19. He cannot have 19. We're going to send Lindgren down. And send down Grieg too.
Yeah, I think so.
Looks pretty good.
Yeah, we'd like Hedberg to be healthy, but...
He's at 80. He could play, but I think he'll leave him out for one game.
Yeah. Have to miss the opener?
No, leave Lindstrom in for him. And yeah, let's get to it. All right. Game 1 of the new season. 5-1 victory over St. Louis. Oh, yeah. Sold out crowd, 13,601. Only gave up 15 shots on net. We gave up the first goal and then slammed her down. Again, our defensive tactics are working.
Tough game, so yeah.
Which is nice. And we knocked Guy Lapointe out. What happened? Oh, he's out 4 months. Ooh.
Oh, wow. That's bad for the Blues. They just traded for him.
Severe neck laceration. Ooh. Gilbert Perreault's out 8 days for Vancouver. And Hedberg's ready to come back. Nice. Which Willie Lindstrom, I think, is going to end up playing a decent amount as he sneaks in the lineup. I guess Hedberg's only at 80%, but that's fine. He'll survive. And 3-2 win over Atlanta. The Southern swing starts. Mickey Redmond's on the block.
We had his brother and it didn't go well.
I was going to say, I was trying to think. I'm like, didn't we have a Redmond? Didn't we have both?
Nope.
We
looked at doing that, but we didn't do it.
Okay. 5-0 win over Detroit. Ooh. That's a hammering. Real life revenge tour of Boris Alming. You know. Derek Sanderson doesn't get suspended. And Bobby Orr is getting hurt with a bruised neck.
A little bit of that in the knee.
And 4-3 win over the Rangers. All right. Let's kick this thing into high gear now. Okay, let's give Huron his first game of the year versus Buffalo. And 6-5 win. Wayne Thomas in net for Buffalo. Picked up on waivers. Buffalo tried to make it interesting.
Yeah, that was close.
So why is Buffalo... Okay, they just didn't have the goaltending. Al Smith and Wayne Thomas. Oh, yeah. Well, they got Mike Lute coming, but he'll be ready probably next year.
Well, they've actually got Sittler and McDonald together in Buffalo.
Yeah. Watson is injured. Not very much. Mild shoulder strain. He'll be fine. Prenovo's leading the league in points. Might have to sit Hedberg out for a game. He can't seem to get off low 80 percentage. 7-5 win over Montreal. Just badly outshot them.
Yeah, this is
we absolutely
not how
lit
the
up Jim Rutherford.
Canadians were looking in real life at this point.
No, they were a juggernaut at this point. I mean, we stole half their players, so.
True, we got Robinson and Lemaire, Savard, and Lafleur is in Minnesota.
6-0 win over Boston.
We are unstoppable.
47. Hey, that's like the Jets' first win streak of the year in real life. Butch Goring is on the move. Wow, goes to Atlanta for Bob McMillan from Buffalo.
Yeah, he hasn't really gotten going with Buffalo yet, so.
Now I want to go look, see if we're missing. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Transactions. Want to make sure. We're just making sure we're not missing anybody important on the trade block.
Nothing too amazing yet. Redmond, which we knew about, and Johnny McKenzie, who's getting pretty old.
Yeah, Watson's coming out because I just realized he's at 50%. Yeah. So Marshall comes in for his first game. Just take a quick peek. Oh, he's down to 1 star.
It's probably just lack of playing time so far. That'll bounce back up when he
all right, sit down.
Get some games.
That's fine.
Yeah.
All right. 6-0 beat down to Kansas City.
Expansion Kansas City.
And versus
our former third stringer Bernie Wolf in goal. And Bert Marshall scored a goal.
Well, comes in, make sure he lets everyone know.
Yeah, solid game, +2, got a goal. Couple of hits, takeaway.
I'll leave him in. All right, I should really give Hedberg a game off here. 3-3 tie.
Oh, there goes the win streak, but not the undefeated streak.
All right, we're going to give Hedberg this game off. And put Lindstrom in for him. One tie. All right, before I forget, we'll flip him right back. All right. I'm going to move Lemaire down, flip him with Trache for right now. Lemaire's getting tired out. 5-3 win. Andre Savard, limited playing time, still getting her done. Still going to flip Lemaire down. 1-0 loss to Atlanta. Oh, man. Dunk Wilson stands on his head. And we have our first loss of the season.
32 saves shutout.
Butch Goring gets the only goal. Rough.
And he had a couple when he was playing the last time we played Buffalo, too, so he apparently plays well against us.
All right, Watson's day-to-day. Maloney's a little bit hurt. Hedberg.
Oh, yeah, he had a few little injuries.
Okay, I'm going to take Hedberg out till he's back. Let's get him 100%. Development report. All right, Bob Lormer's going up. Willa Lindstrom's going up. Jim Lush, Larry Robinson. Danny Grant continues to decline. I am going to place Danny Grant on the trade block. Not that I want to get rid of him, but let's just see what's out there.
And Bert Marshall is fading out.
There we go. There's sweeping the monthly awards.
Meloche, nice.
All right. Actually, Jeff, I forgot. I have to make a mea culpa. There is one other thing I did. I think maybe.
What's that?
To our team. Let me just look to see if I did do it or not. Okay, owner confidence here. Team's been successful, winning a championship. We want to be a contender. Yeah. Okay. I did make some staffing changes. I was looking at our staff and I realized we probably could have had a better defensive and offensive coach. So I brought in Rick Rollins and John Heffernan. I think I let one guy go. I think I kept one guy.
Okay.
But yeah, just to try and balance things out a little bit more. Lars Erik Soderberg gets injured somehow.
You got a little break in the schedule here.
Doing what? Back stiffness. Must have sat down too hard. Barry Wilkins is on waivers.
Yeah, probably not really going to be much of an upgrade over Marshall. His career was over pretty quickly. Yeah, done in the NHL by 76.
Yeah, I just saying, Pete, we do have room to grab somebody else without sending anyone else down.
And leave it the way it is for now. See if Marshall eventually picks back up.
All right, the Flames have offered us George Pisett for Danny Grant.
No.
Do that trade? Okay.
Definitely not.
Jim Johnson has been claimed on waivers. All right, we have some guys getting close to healthy. Let's leave Hedberg out until he is 100%.
Sittler's got an 18 game point streak going.
I was really close to buying that Seals jersey on the NHL shop the other day. I kind of wish I did. Except for I'd never wear it. It would just kind of hang.
Yeah, looks good on the wall.
Eric Vale gets a goal there for us. All right, a few more guys. Whew, lots of guys. You know, talking about something, it would be nice to be able to put alerts in case we miss, like, one of those guys we need shows up on waivers by accident.
Could do something like a shortlist alert for waivers, but you would have to shortlist them in the first place.
Well, I mean, can you set that? Is that a thing?
Or actually could match it to the team needs thing as well. I got to think about that.
That wouldn't be a bad thing.
You can put Watson back in the lineup too, by the way.
Oh, oops, yeah. I guess I should. 5-4 win over Pittsburgh. We've been playing so efficiently. Marshall's still at 1 star, though, anyway, so maybe he's not rebounding.
Playing reasonably well, though.
Yep. He's also on the last year of his deal, so we can let him walk and not really feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Soderberg's got to come out of that lineup, and so Watson's going right back in or Marshall's going in for him. Soderberg's down to 56%. All right, Huron gets a game to try and get warmed up. Get a little fire going. And he does not. 1-1.
Well, not bad.
No, not bad at all. We are absolutely destroying the Adams division, by the way. And 6-2 win over Chicago. Eric Vale has scored a lot of goals for us.
Yeah, I played most of the season in the minors last year, but he's taken off this year. Which is good news because we've got Hull and Grant headed downhill.
3-2 loss to Toronto.
Oh, that's embarrassing. They're not that good?
No, they are not that good. Divisional rival, and we blow it. All right, Soderberg's back, so we're going to get him in. Marshall comes out. All right, 65%. He should be okay for the moment. Maybe I'll take Vale out until he's healthy, and we'll give Lindstrom a little bit of time. And 4-1 win over the Rangers. We're 14-2. Yep. Everyone else is 7-9, 7-9, and 6-9.
And the best team in the Patrick division is 9-10-1.
Smelly Wrestling Geek asks the question: is there a secret to having a top power play? My team always seems to have a top PK, but one of the worst power plays.
Not an obvious one. Depends on your players, and make sure you got a decent tactic for them.
We had Washington down to 13 shots.
I mean, how are the expansion teams doing, by the way?
Well, let's take a quick... I'm going to advance to the next game, and I'll just pull up the standings here. So, Kansas City is 4-10-3.
About as expected. Oh, Washington's not too bad. They're ahead of LA in their division.
I was trying to find that. Yeah, they're there. 7-9. Yeah. What's wrong with the Kings?
So much better than the actual Washington Capitals in real life, who are one of the worst teams of all time.
Kings are not that bad of a team. Like, they got solid goaltending.
And, yeah, there's no really bad players anywhere.
Okay, Kehoe
they did pretty well in the expansion draft.
So that's probably it.
Oh, you're talking about the Kings? I thought you were talking about the Capitals.
No, the Kings. I mean, the Capitals aren't bad, but the Kings are not. Ted Taylor's on the move for... Wow, Roger Crozier gets moved. Crozier's just dipped off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Down to 1 star, playing in the AHL.
He was nearly done at this point in real life, too. He played a little bit for Washington this year, but that was it.
All right. You get Vale in after this game. 5-3 win over Boston. 44 shots to 27.
Marlon Kurtenbach hanging in there with the Bruins.
He was still going for a few more years after this, was he not? I feel like he retired almost in...
No, he was coaching the Canucks by 78. He was... No, actually, he was retired by... Wait, no. Looking wrong. Yeah, he was retired by this point. 73, 74 was his last year. So he's getting an extra year here.
All right, just got a ban. All right, 8-2 win over the North Stars. Didn't give up goals until the third period, which J.P. Parise and Rich Leduc. Guy Lafleur has his 11th assist. So 2 losses, and one of them to one of the worst teams. All right. Still beating Boston 5-2.
Yeah, Boston at this point is basically just Orr and Esposito and not much else. They did get Wayne Cashman back from us, but I don't think he's done much.
Oh, 13-2 win over the Islanders.
Okay.
Oof. Oh, and in 24 shots. Oh, it's even worse.
Wow. 4 goals in the first period.
15 seconds apart for Hedberg.
They weren't bad. The goalies just didn't show up.
Oh, my goodness. .500 save percentage and a .429 save percentage. oh, boy. That is rough.
Wow. That's a nice pad your points game for us.
Yeah.
What do our player stats look like at this point?
Tell you what, we'll look at the first of the month. We all say he carried the team in the win to try and help our media stay high.
Yeah, he carried the team. It had nothing to do with the opposing goalies waving at every other shot.
Just excellent shots all the way around. Meloche is named top goalie, but Marcel Dion is named best player. 47 points through 22 games. Whew. Development report. Larry Robinson's going up. Trottier still going up. We maybe should consider moving Trottier up to the second line center.
And keep an eye on Lemaire's fitness, see if it's going down.
All right, so to answer your question here, Pronovo has 32 points in 24 games. Nielsen's 27 and 24. Hall's got 27.
Yeah, nicely spread out.
26. Lemaire's got 26. Salming's got 22. Hedberg's got 20. Grant's got 17.
The only guy I see really dropping off is Andre Savard, but he's just not getting the playing time. So we got so many centers now.
Well, what was his point total last year?
You could play the backup a little more. You're going to wear Meloche out.
I have put him in during other things.
2 games out of the first 24.
That's fine.
Just inviting an injury here.
I was going to look. Oh, I was going to take Grant and just actually shop him to see if anything interesting came up. Oh, you got Orlin Kurtenbach right there as a return. Jim McKinney.
Yeah,
nope,
Bill Flett, who's had some good years for the Hawks, but you don't want him. He'd be a morale problem.
Yeah, nothing really standing out here. All right, I will put Haran in for this game versus Washington, Jeff. And we only tie it. Thanks, Jeff.
I think it's his fault. He only gave up 1 goal.
Owner confidence. He's happy with everything.
As he should be. We're 19-2-4.
No. Yeah, GM media relationship is neutral, so it's probably a good thing I did say Salming is the greatest player of all time. All right, I'll give Haran another game per your request. And 7-2 victory.
Yeah, we hurt the Blues pretty badly when we knocked out their new best player, or well, best defenseman at least.
Yeah. Oh, you think?
Oh, they're still leading the division. Looks like.
Oh, it's a back-to-backs. I forgot, so it doesn't work or it doesn't matter. Meloche comes in for this one and 7-5 win over Atlanta. Randy Carlisle and Butch Goring leading the way for Atlanta.
Butch Goring again against us. So like 5 or 6 goals this season against us.
It's got a hat trick in that one. Our old friend is available on waivers.
Valley Katola, how's he been doing?
Well, he's on waivers, not that well. 6 games, no points.
Probably wind up in the WHA at some point.
You could bring him back.
Not really an improvement over what we got.
And Hedberg got injured. What? Swollen ear? Must have had his helmet on too tight. I don't have a game for a little bit, so let's play him anyways. All right, I'll give Haran this game. And it's a 4-2 win. Held them to 15 shots on net. They still
Pretty solid game.
Twice in the third period. All right. Well, there we go. Orland Kurtenbach's now on waivers. All right. If we take Danny Grant and we add a second round pick, do we get anything worthwhile? The answer is...
Oh, pretty bad so far. Bring Brian Hextall back.
Oh, that bug showed up.
Oh, that's
there.
Looks like, it's a bug on the Kansas City offer. That shouldn't happen. Have to check that. Yeah, basically, guys who are too old or aren't really going anyplace.
Oh, there's Washington too. So something with the expansion
teams.
Both
the expansion teams. Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay.
Make a note for myself and get that in the bug tracker.
All right. Hedberg says he's ready. Playing versus Vancouver. Yeah, we're good. Jeff, I have to ask you because I asked you about the Canucks. How are you feeling about the Winnipeg Jets now?
The Stanley Cup champion favorite, Winnipeg Jets?
Sure. Again, Sportsnet
declared say because you're going to jinx them? Yeah.
Sportsnet declared them Canada's team tonight, which was interesting as a Jets fan. I don't know. I said I continue to be impressed by the Jets.
There's not a whole lot going wrong with them now. I mean, Hellebuck's having a great year, and
every game they just keep playing the same way. It's just layer after layer of attack. And if they have a mistake, Hellebuck stops it, and then it just go again and again and again.
So what you're saying is they're going out in the first round?
I don't think so. I don't see that happening. This team looks better than they have. Put Haran in this net for a game versus Canadians here. And
so possible Leafs-Jets final?
The only good news about that is I'll be able to sell tickets for a lot of money.
Oh, yeah, you do nicely off of that.
We lose to Montreal despite the fact of us putting up 48 shots.
Yeah, Ken Dryden.
Serge Savard had a bad game, 48 defensive game, or 45 defensive game rating. All right. And we lose. We have our first losing streak of the year, Jeff. We lost 2 games in a row.
Time to the Sabres, wow. Oh, and Bruno Sabres have Terry O'Reilly as well.
Breeze837 says the NHL logo being yellow feels weird to me.
Yeah, orangish more than yellow.
Yeah, orange. But to me, I would say it feels right. I don't.
Yeah, that's the
It's
original
so
one for me.
well. The gray one is so boring. 5-2 win over Montreal. The gray one's fine. It's just not nearly exciting. Breeze837 says I always thought the NHL logo was white and black. No, it's got silver in it. And yeah, it's definitely this one is orange. Yeah, because if you think about the jerseys, they were definitely orangish.
The All-Star Game jerseys.
Yeah, 9-2 win over Washington, so we thumped them thoroughly to get back at them. Held them to 10 shots. Salming has 4 assists. Hedberg has 4 points. Robinson's got 3 assists. All right.
All 9 goals in the first 2 periods, so apparently we stopped trying after that.
Okay, Jeff, here's a question. Maybe we brought this up before. I don't remember, so forgive me if we have. What is your all-time favorite Canucks logo?
Before you do that, it's the skate one, but look who's in goal for Vancouver.
Oh, I missed it. Who was it?
Richard Brodeur.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Don't know how he wound up there, but that's good.
He got drafted by them, first round.
Oh, drafted, yeah.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. Yeah, I remember when that happened. Because I remember us saying, "Oh, yeah, that's exactly how it should be." Was he? Okay, I just have to look. No, yeah, Quebec to Vancouver. Oh, he had Hartford at the end.
No, Quebec to the Islanders and then Vancouver.
Oh, yeah, 1 year, 2 games. 2 games hardly counts. Okay, game versus Boston. Let's give this one to Huron. And we passed Christmas, I guess, here. 7-2 win over Boston. I think it's kind of safe to say we're probably going to win the division.
That seems like a good bet.
I mean, I don't want to get too up to... Oh, Trottier is down to 58%. 5-2 win. Was Trottier hurt?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he was. Elbow contusion. Okay.
Oh, time for Milkbog to get a game.
All right. Trottier is already back saying he's healthy, so that's good. Maybe not. All right. Player poll results. Jeff, would you like to wager whether or not somebody is still overrated?
Derek Sanderson, the most overrated player in the league for what about the 7th or 8th season in a row, I'm guessing?
Yeah. The Sunshine Fund says yellow, brown, V-style all day. To mean Vancouver Canucks one. Yeah. Oop, missed that. As a Cap fans of 40 plus years, this record brings a tear to my eye. All right, let's see. Derek Sanderson is still most controversial. Guy Lafleur's best skater. Not
and most overrated as well.
Yep.
Oh, we had one of ours there. I saw you.
Yeah, Jean Martel. Yeah, Meloche is toughest goalie to beat. We're not the coach people want to play for, though. It's still Harry Seidon, which makes sense. Toughest is our former minor leaguer, Dave the Hammer Schultz.
Yep, playing full-time for Vancouver now.
How's he doing in Vancouver? 5 points. Not terrible.
It's not really the points you're looking at for him, though.
Yeah, Bobby Orr has 29 points in 36 games, which would be a pretty big disappointment for him.
Yeah, just one of the injuries are slowing him down.
Okay, Trotier's at 70%. I'm going to put Savard up for 1 game. Give him a little more time, or a little less time. And it's a 3-0 win over Detroit. over Wayne Stevenson because we basically gave goalies to everybody in the league, it seems like. New development report. Salming, Robinson, Huron, Hedberg going up. Reggie Lemaine's going up. Danny Grant's down to 2 stars. We really got to move Danny Grant. Jean Pronovo was named best player. John Garrett was named best goalie. So, transactions, trade block. Wayne Connolly wasn't one of the guys we needed, right?
No, it doesn't really help us.
No, he wasn't like for Pronovo.
No. Oh, no.
Yeah.
It was Cashman and Buchanan.
Okay, nobody else really who's upcoming free agents. If we're just straight looking for a replacement, well, we can look left wing, right wing. Bill Barber would be really good, but I don't think we're getting him.
Yeah, best on loan trade block is Serge Bernier, but not really a big improvement. Wayne Cashman is there if you brought him back.
What about Lambert? He's 3 stars.
Yeah, kind of having a breakout year with St. Louis, so I don't know if they'd want to move him cheaply.
Well, let's see what they want for him. They're looking for a goalie and a center. Well, if we offer them...
Don't really have a lot. Our depth really got cleaned out last year.
And okay, where did he go? I'm clearly missing him, but I'm just not seeing him.
Danny Grant?
Yes.
You've scrolled past him twice.
I know. I said I know he's there. I just can't. My brain is not.
He was literally on the screen when you hit sort.
They just signed him, so they really don't want to. Okay, well that's gonna make it.
Okay, well don't bother then.
No, not for him.
See what happens closer to the trading deadline, maybe.
Well, why did that? Okay, hold on. I just want to see who else is here. Well, okay, Reggie Leach. Rio, California Golden Seal.
And is struggling with the Blues right now.
Okay, hold on a second. Blues also have... If we add that and then said... Okay, what if we cheat the system a bit? And offer them the rights to Reggie Lemaine.
Yeah, he's in a WHA right now. I don't know if they'll do it. It's worth a try.
I also added a goalie there, if you didn't notice.
Yeah, Sotard. Who, of course, is a future Winnipeg Jet.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Jeff. I just was like, oh, goalie. Sure. Interesting. We'll put the trade offer out. We'll see what happens. Probably should give it for around this game. Well, whatever. It's fine. 1-1 tie versus the Leafs. Owner confidence update. Everything's looking Everything is awesome. Maybe we could get you to sing the song, Jeff?
I think not.
No, you don't want to sing Everything is Awesome?
Not particularly.
All right, let's give her on this game. And continue on here, and we 6-3 win over Buffalo. Nice.
One of our former goalies, Wayne Thomas, in goal for them. Big second period.
Mid-season National Hockey League Awards contenders. The Norris Trophy is all us.
Wow.
Just an absolute sweep. Wow. Long shot for the Hart. Salming. Vesna. Milosh. Selke.
They're apparently having a good season in Vancouver.
Maurice Richard. Pronovo's got an outside shot.
Yeah, mentioned on pretty much everything.
Plus minus. Our entire team again. Jennings Award. Well, us again. Lady Bing. Nope.
Actually, I've seen awards mentioned here that shouldn't be active at this point. I got to check on that.
What, the Mark Messier Award?
Or maybe that was fixed after I'll have to check the data. Maybe that was something I fixed after the release.
It's close to being all right. Okay.
Oh, World Juniors are done? What happened?
Well, I want to make an offer here on this, so they are close. So what if we offer, like... If we offer add a 4th and a 5th... I wonder if I add just 2 5th-round picks. Well, we'll try just 2. World Championships. Canada under 21. Do you want to know more than that? Rod Langway's playing well. Joe Mullen.
Just take a quick look at the tournament results.
Canada didn't lose a game.
Nice. Yeah, the Soviets kind of struggling.
-3. Canada just beat everyone down.
Czechoslovakia totally winless. Wow.
Right, can't see the
the rosters were already set by this point.
No.
That screen should show you the leaders and whatnot. Yeah.
Which one? Or
go back to
stats.
Tournament page. Yeah. Curious as to who's on the Canadian team. Wayne Dillon, Don Murdoch,
Ashby,
Barry Dean, Morris Lukowicz, and
not a bad team, but
fairly decent. A lot of NHLers on it.
Yeah, lots of depth.
And not the best group of Soviet players now that I look at it.
All right, continuing on here. Philly. 3-3 tie versus Philly. Dang it. Okay, so the 2 5th-rounders they won't do. But we did believe they would do for a 4th-rounder. So we'll offer that. Give her on this game. And it is a 4-2 win. Hedberg is day-to-day with 9-stitch facial cut. Guy's going all out. But he can still play, so he's going to still play.
Okay, give Lindstrom a game.
If he gets low enough. 7-3 victory over Atlanta. Selming has 3 points. Hedberg has a hat trick when you wanted to sit him.
Yep. Fired up by somebody sticking a stick in his face.
Blues will make this deal.
There we go.
Okay, so I'm going to just make a quick change here. Grant is going to get replaced with Lindstrom. And Denny Hall's hurt now with a bruised calf. Okay. So we trade Danny Grant, couple of picks, and the rights to our big goalie of the future who's never going to play for us. Reggie.
Yeah, because they'll be in the WHA until they finish.
And we instead get Reggie Leach and pick up the Doug's Sodart? Is that how you say his name? Sodart. Yeah. I don't think that's a bad deal. I think that's a pretty even deal, really.
Yep, go ahead.
So we're going to complete that trade and feel good about it. Going to send Sodart right down. Lindstrom's going to come out and get replaced with Reggie Leach. Reggie Leach set as an up and down winger, but I feel like we should have him as a sniper.
Yeah, he should be a shooter. Yeah. Well, or a perimeter shooter, one of the two.
Yeah. Because, I mean, that's what he does best. He is, after all, the Riverton Rifle. So Reggie Leach doesn't even last a year in St. Louis, but I think that's, yeah, I like that. Reggie Leach wants his 27, but he's going to get 72 instead, which is an odd number for a player, but hey, why not?
Unless you're William the Refrigerator Perry.
Yeah, not exactly. Oh, what? We lost 4-1 to Pittsburgh.
Hey, not a great debut for Leach.
Alf Nielsen is now day-to-day. And Gilles Meloche is getting criticized.
A little tough by the media.
I will defend him, but say there's room for improvement. Okay, Alf Nielsen can play, but Hedberg is definitely out at 35%. So Lindstrom's coming in. And I'm going to yank Meloche out and put Huron in. Even though it's back-to-back, so that makes sense. And we lose 6-4. Oh, man, we lost 2 games again.
And all these injured guys.
This is minor injuries. I guess we're past our time, but okay, everybody's back being healthy. Yeah. So we're good. I'm going to put Hedberg back in. We kind of go as Hedberg goes, really. Oh, Milt Black down to 1 star now.
You literally haven't played him in a single game this year?
Yeah, well, he doesn't deserve to be in when he's 1 star. Alf Nielsen's going to go down. Trottier is going to come up in the lineup for this game. 18-year-old number 1 center and 4-4 tie. Well, we didn't lose. Man, we were up 3-1. Oh, 4-2, but blew it. The Fleur ailing with back tightness. All right. Move around again, and 4-1 victory over the Rangers. And Reggie Leach is the number 2 star with 2 assists. All right. All right, here we go. All stars for us. Malash, Salming, not Potvin, Vadnais, Robinson, and Pronovo. Would have thought we might have had another forward or two.
Pretty good all-star team for the Whales. What does Campbell look like?
Richard Brodeur in net for Campbell. Defense is a little rough, but forwards are not bad. Perreault, Shutt, Ramsey, Hall, Rattel, McLeish, Dave Taylor.
No Bob Clark.
(7-2) victory over Chicago for the All-Star break. And with that, I think that's a perfect spot for us to sign off for the night, Jeff.
Yeah, unless you want to do the All-Star game quickly.
Well, we'll move kind of through it here.
Okay.
All right, with that, so 6-4 win. Pronovo has 3 assists. Salming's got 2 assists. Robinson's got an assist. And Malash plays the entire game.
Targets. No, half a game.
Half a game.
30 minutes.
Yeah. Made 28 saves in 30 minutes? What are you doing?
It's an all-star game, Claude.
Oh.
Not like anybody's playing defense.
Now that's interesting here, Jeff.
What?
It's the new NHL logo down here.
Huh. That's weird. How could that even be pulling that?
I don't know.
Is that attached to the conference?
Well, it shouldn't be for Wales Campbell.
Yeah, but I don't think how do we do conference logos? I think that might just be defaulting to the current ones for the conferences. I have to check on that.
Yeah. Well, if we could still year it at least, then it would show up the right colors because those conferences didn't exist when that logo existed. Anyways, it's a learning thing. That's why we play, test, learn things. So thank you very much for tuning into another Franchise Hockey Manager stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/Franchise Hockey Manager, as well as twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. All of our streams are archived on our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments as well, with stream archives going live Saturdays at about 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for our European viewers. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. We are on Bluesky as Franchise Hockey. You can find us on Threads, on Instagram, and other various social media platforms. And of course, you can come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner. We can come talk about Franchise Hockey Manager, the upcoming upcoming Out of the Park Baseball 26, Perfect Team Go, or anything else you wish to discuss. Jeff, did I miss anything?
No, I don't think so. If anybody hasn't picked it up yet, there was a hotfix update last week, and we are still working away on the final content update for the game, which will have the post-trading deadline rosters and also adding several other things. I think I've mentioned in the forums. I don't know if I've really talked about on here, adding the era-specific and league-specific penalty sets. It's not going to... So 2D mode at least will have proper league-by-league penalties instead of just using the NHL penalty rules generically everywhere. So some leagues will have players getting ejected for fighting, and then historically there'll also be year-specific rules. So prior to the mid-50s, penalties won't expire when you get a goal, or power plays won't expire when you get a goal. They changed that because the Canadians were so dominant at that point. So you can run up multiple goals on a power play then. And then we got various different things, just added some penalties that are used in some leagues and not in others, and adjusted frequencies a bit. But that'll all be in the International Hockey League will be playable. The last of the 4 playable minor leagues we're adding this year. So we will have basically the complete set of the only top level leagues that were ever top level NHL affiliates that aren't going to be playable, at least for now, are the few years. There was a couple of years in the 40s, I think, where USHL teams, the old USHL, were, I think Detroit and the Rangers had their top teams there for a couple of years, but basically 99% of affiliates will be playable in historical now. And you'll get the whole thing with the IHL in the 90s where they were trying to be a sort of pseudo WHA NHL competitor. So that'll be in. And what else? And probably some other stuff coming as well. But that's coming along nicely. We've got a new test build out today that we're going to be looking at. So far so good, and look for that to be sometime around the middle of March-ish, depending on how long it takes to do the final stuff with the database after the deadline.
Jeff, I'm just going to point out
and you always tested.
January 30th, and I just got Milt Black into his first game.
Very nice.
Yeah. But yes, we are hard at work on things in FHL. Yeah. But all right, with that, thank you very much for tuning in, and we will see you all again next week.